So what's the difference between the Onyx CTY2, the C3STROM Astro Pro, and the Ride1Up Revv 1? That's coming right up. Hey everyone, it's Rick from RunPlayBack. Today we're going to take a look at 3 electric bikes that we think are worth considering. We'll be comparing and contrasting them to help you decide which one might be the best fit for you. So let's get started. Price. The Onyx CTY2 is the most expensive at about $3,700, followed by the C3STROM Astro Pro at $2,700, and the Ride1Up Revv 1 at $2,395. If you want discounts on any of those bikes, be sure to watch our full review videos for the promo codes. Motor. The Onyx CTY2 has a powerful 1500-watt hub motor, while the C3STROM Astro Pro and Ride1Up Revv 1 both have a 750-watt Bafang hub motor. The motor also plays a big part on total weight, which we'll get into later. Range. The Onyx CTY2 has a range of 20 to 60 miles, while the C3STROM Astro Pro has a range of 32 to 78 miles, and the Ride1Up Revv 1 has a range of 30 to 60 miles. Of course, this is dependent on rider weight, terrain, and power level. The Astro Pro has an advantage of an 8-speed Shimano transmission and 56T chainring for getting the most efficient ride. Battery. The Onyx CTY2 has a 60-volt 23-amp-hour battery, while the C3STROM Astro Pro and Ride1Up Revv 1 both have a 52-volt 20-amp-hour battery. One thing to note is that the Onyx 60-volt is a custom battery specific to the CTY2, while the Astro Pro and Revv 1 use a common 52-volt Shark-style battery. Top speed. The Onyx CTY2 has a top speed of 48 miles per hour due to the 60-volt battery, while the 52-volt Astro Pro and Revv 1 both have a top speed of 32 miles per hour in off-road mode. Brakes. The Onyx CTY2 has a powerful hydraulic moto front brake and an MTB rear brake, while the C3STROM Astro Pro and Ride1Up Revv 1 both have 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes with cutoff sensors. Each of these bikes feel evenly matched in terms of stopping power to weight ratio. Pedal assist. The Onyx CTY2 has no pedal assist, while the Astro Pro and Revv 1 both have 5 levels of pedal assist, which really affect range. Some would argue that the CTY2 pedals are just for show, but adding some natural leg power while riding could help squeeze a few miles of range. Just don't expect to do that if you run out of battery, because the bike is really heavy. Lights. All 3 bikes have an integrated headlight, rear light, and signal lights. The CTY2 has a 3-element LED headlight with a halo ring, the Astro Pro has a 130 lux headlight with high and low beam, and the Revv 1 has a 120 lux headlight with high and low beam. I would say this is more of a cosmetic comparison, as each bike performs really well at night. Frame. The Onyx CTY2 has a black steel tube frame with a wood battery cover, while the C3STROM Astro Pro and Ride1Up Revv 1 have a lightweight aluminum alloy frame. In addition to the motor, the frame also plays a big role in the total weight of each bike and how easily it can be transported. Suspension. The Onyx CTY2 has a moto suspension fork and somewhat stiff, non-adjustable dual rear suspension, while the Astro Pro only has a hydraulic front fork and no rear suspension. The Revv 1 has a hydraulic front fork and DNM rear suspension and feels the most comfortable on-road and off-road. Tires. The Onyx CTY2 has 17-inch by 3-inch tires with no fenders, while the C3STROM Astro Pro and Ride1Up Revv 1 both have 20-inch by 4-inch tires with integrated front and rear fenders. This makes the CTY2 look more like a sleek vintage moped, while the Astro Pro and Revv 1 look a bit bulkier. Weight. The CTY2 is the heaviest at 145 pounds, followed by the Astro Pro at 94 pounds and the Revv 1 at 93 pounds. If storage is an issue, this is a big thing to consider, as carrying the CTY2 up and down stairs would be really difficult. The Astro Pro and Revv 1 are no lightweights either, but can be manageable by removing the battery. Design. The CTY2 has a retro moped-style design mixed with modern aesthetics that's meant for the street and can be registered as a moped depending on the state. The Astro Pro has a unique futuristic design with a sequential taillight and is street legal in Class 3 mode. The Revv 1 has the simplest moped-style design with minimal branding and is also street legal in Class 3 mode. So let's summarize. The Onyx CTY2 is the most expensive of the 3, is the heaviest, has the most powerful motor, and doesn't have pedal assist. It's also in the gray area in terms of being street legal, but it's the most capable for riding in traffic due to its durability as a true electric moped. It also has a classic retro design inspired by vintage mopeds. Now, the C3STROM Astro Pro costs less than the CTY2, has the longest range, a unique futuristic design, and an integrated rear rack, but it does lack rear suspension, and the upside upside-down battery mount makes it awkward to remove, and if the battery isn't securely locked in, it could easily fall off. But those are minor nitpicks considering the features you get and the unique geometric style that stands out amongst the crowded e-moped market. The Ride1Up Revv 1 is the most affordable, has a full suspension system, and has a great reputation for releasing simple, quality bikes at a solid price point. Now, there's something to be said about an e-bike that's designed to be as minimalist as possible despite all the bells and whistles of an electric moped. Ride1Up took their time to release the Revv 1, and it shows. For anyone who already owns one of their e-bikes, I can see the Revv 1 as a solid complement to their collection. So after taking a closer look at these 3 electric bikes, it's clear that they each have their own unique features and personalities. It's like trying to compare a rugged off-road truck to a sleek sports car or a vintage motorcycle. They're all good products, but they serve different purposes and attract different types of riders. All 3 bikes have somewhat similar features and specs that are suitable for different types of riders depending on their needs and preferences. There really is no one-size-fits-all electric bike, and there's plenty of situations where I would choose each one depending on what I'm doing that day. If I want to hit the bike trail, it's probably the Revv 1 that I'm choosing. If I'm slow rolling downtown and hitting intersections, I'll use the Astro Pro. And if I know I'm going to be on roads that are 30 to 40 miles per hour, I'll go with the CTY2. I hope all of this information will help you make the best informed decision. So choose your ride wisely and happy riding. If you want to dive into more EV tech tips, click the links on the side and remember to like and subscribe so we can help you find tech deals that fit your lifestyle. We'll see you guys in the next video.